Welcome back to the channel guys, and in today's video we are going to feature a very interesting core of Nidoqueen and Trevenant. So both of these Pokemon are the ones which I made specially for this league, and since the Ultra League Premier Classic does not need XLs, I definitely had the right IVs to make these Pokemons, and I think Nidoqueen is rank 2 whereas Trevenant is rank 5. So we will be pairing using Dragonite as the third Pokemon, but certainly there are some better combinations, and I'll be featuring one of those combination in my Twitch stream tonight. So if you wanted to check out some live battles, make sure to join the stream tonight, and I'll be posting a notification of when I go online in my Discord channel. So if you want to be updated, make sure to follow us on Twitch or join our Discord server. So yeah, this is a 4-in-1 set, so you are in tune for some exciting battles. And before we start with the battles, if you're new to the channel and you like our content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. If you're already subscribed to the channel, a big thanks to all of you. And as I said, we are now streaming on Twitch, so make sure to check that out, and do make sure to join our Discord server. So without further delays, let's start with the battles and see how the battle goes. So let's start with the first battle of the day, and we are in a Gengar matchup. So obviously not a good matchup for Nidoqueen, especially if they are running Shadow Ball. And I make a safe swap to Dragonite, and as you can see, we are straight away faced with a Charm Grand Bull. But the thing with leading safe swapping Dragonite is that if you draw out a Charmer, as in this case, you can simply farm this thing down with your Poison type. So Nidoqueen will be able to farm this thing down. We will have to take a crunch in the process though, and I cannot afford to shield because Gengar is an absolute monster with the shields up. So I had to no shield on that one. So going for this third pass straight away, expecting they'll be expecting a bait, but they'll shield this one, and now I go for a Poison Fang. And the reason I did that because Gengar does a lot of damage with the Shadow Claws, and I wanted to do the same with the Trevenant, but they end up swapping out of this one, and this ends up being good for me. Otherwise that could have gone really bad in my opinion, and I have to farm down with Trevenant and make sure that I have a Shadow Ball ready plus a shield alongside it, because Gengar is absolutely loaded on energy, potentially at a Shadow Punch, and they'll definitely win CMP over Trevenant. So I could not have afforded to lose a shield. So now I'll shield this charge move and go for the Shadow Ball straight away. So this panned out really well, and I think if the opponent didn't shield this Poison Fang, we definitely were in trouble. But yeah, GG's to my opponent. So moving on to the next one, and probably I should have trimmed out this part, but yeah, finally getting a matchup, and we are paired up against a Alolan Muk. So this is a positive lead for Nidoqueen, and Nidoqueen in this particular case can go straight Earth Power, and it will lose the 0 shields, but it will win all the other shielding scenarios. So we go for this Earth Power, and the Alolan Muk will shield, and I do not shield the first charge move because I just want to see that how the matchup turns up. But the Nidoqueen definitely wins in 0 shields, sorry, in the 1 shields and the 2 shields. So I shield this one, and they go for an Acid Spray bait, which is not good, and now they'll make a swap to Gyarados. So yeah, you may question that I should not really have thrown the charge move, but yeah, I think the opponent was trying to catch an Earth Power there, and now we are able to throw this Seed Bomb, and Seed Bomb is not a very good move, but it still does a lot of damage, but not enough, and we were not able to KO the Gyarados, and we have to take the crunch in the process, and our defense is lowered. But this is good in certain terms, because Alolan Muk, if they comes up or they come in with Trevenant, so it doesn't really matter, we go down with 1 Shadow Claw, and this is where Dragonite really comes into picture, and we will be able to do massive amount of damage with the Dragon Claws and the Dragon Tails. But we need to be very cautious about Shadow Ball, and we have to call this move, and I shield, and it ends up being a Shadow Ball. So this is good for me now, because we will be able to beat them through the next charge move, and this Dragon Claw I think should be enough to take out the Trevenant. Yeah, so Trevenant goes down, and we are absolutely loaded on energy. Sorry, we don't have energy advantage, and that's why I had to make this catch onto the Nidoqueen, and this probably was very clutch, and I was not really sure that whether Dragon Claw would be enough. Yeah, towards the beginning, but later the Dragon Tails did enough damage, and I was like, might as well go for a Hurricane since we are already at one. So yeah, this was also a very critical match, but yeah, that Saxo probably saved us. So yeah, good games. Moving on to the next one, and we are in a Trevenant matchup, and while I was using this particular team, I wasn't really sure how this matchup goes. So I think at some point of time I'll make the swap, which probably is not a very good decision, and you'll see why. Because Trevenant is taking neutral damage from poison jabs and the poison fangs. So the opponent went for a seed bomb, and we definitely survive one. And since we are almost at another charge move, I go for another, and I probably make a slightly mistake here that I didn't went for poison fang straight away. I really should have done that, but we get a shield regardless, and hopefully it's a seed bomb. So yeah, they go for a seed bomb, so able to catch it, but they have a Lapras in the back, which is obviously not good for me. I just got greedy, and as you can see me tapping on the Dragon Claw, but that decision really came a bit late. I probably should have gone for the Dragon Claw, and now if they are running Ice Beam, it's basically game over. But if it's Surf and Skull Bash, we still might have a chance. So they go for a Skull Bash, so this definitely indicates that they don't have an Ice Beam, which is slightly good for me. So going first, Shadow Ball straight away. I'm not sure if it will KO. Yeah, it's not enough, and this will force me to throw a Poison Fang, and only if I thrown that Dragon Claw from the Dragonite, I think the game result would have been very different, because now they have a Machamp in the back, and yeah, if I had thrown the Dragon Claw, I probably would not have needed to throw that Poison Fang, and eventually, yeah, I think there was certainly a win con there, and but yeah, well played, GG's to my opponent. So moving on to the next one, and again, I probably should have trimmed out this queue times, but yeah, let's wait till we find a matchup. So yeah, as you can see, even in the 2500s, it's taking a lot of time to find an opponent. Yeah, it's really bad. So meanwhile, like, I can yeah, the battle is starting. So we are able to finally get a game, and we are in an Obstagoon matchup. So this definitely is a positive matchup for Nidoqueen if the Obstagoon does not get a boost. And here you definitely would want to throw the Poison Fang straight away, because the Poison Jab damage eventually will add up. So I probably should have done that, but at this point of time, this literally is my first time using Nidoqueen, and later I checked this matchup, and you can straight go Poison Fang and you'll be able to beat Obstagoon. You probably don't need to go for a par, and the opponent makes a swap to 5-spin Charizard. So this is good for me because I'll be able to throw this Poison Fang and then be able to Dragonite. If it was a Dragon Breath Charizard, it might have been a bit difficult, but we can take one Dragon Claw, and since it's debuffed, since the Charizard is debuffed, the Dragon Tails are adding up more, but I was really afraid that the Charizard will be able to get to another move, and getting rid of Charizard is probably my first priority here, because Trevenant will not want to see that fire breathing lizard. So in comes Sylveon, and we still have a pretty decent health on our Nidoqueen. So this is where I really like Nidoqueen, because it destroys the Charmers as well as the poison types, as well as the fighting types, and this is where the coverage of Dragonite and Trevenant really helps. I really like the score of Trevenant and Nidoqueen, but maybe Dragonite is changeable. I was just using to draw out the Charmers, and beyond 2570 I wasn't really seeing a lot of Charmers. So currently I'm using Shadow Snorlax, and probably this is this team is something that I'll feature on Twitch today. So if you want to check out some live battles, make sure to join the stream. So I'll post the link of I'll have a notification posted on my Discord. So yeah, we are able to pull that win off, and that was basically a wrap up. So yeah, good games. So yeah, if you want to check out some battles with some more battles with Nidoqueen and Trevenant Core, make sure to join the Twitch stream tonight. And picking up a decent lead for Nidoqueen. If they're running Scald, I think, I'm not sure, but so Ice Punch, certainly the Nidoqueen can win this matchup going straight Poison Fang. So again, as I mentioned, that I didn't really know how the matchup goes the first time around, and that's why I went for Earth Power. But certainly, I think Nidoqueen can win this straight Poison Fang. So we get a defense fell regardless, and we were able to do massive amount of damage with the Earth Power. And the Nidoqueen will be able to get to this Poison Fang, and if this Poison Fang connects, we will be able to get rid of this this Poliwrath. So Poliwrath goes down, and let's see what the opponent decides to bring in. And they come in with Alolan Muk and farms us down. It's a poison jab Alolan Muk, so I preferably would come in with Dragonite. Yep, I come in with Dragonite because the Trevenant will be taking some decent amount of damage from the Alolan Muk, and Alolan Muk will basically resist everything that that the Trevenant throws. So the Alolan Muk will go for Dark Pulse, and at this point I have to protect my Dragonite. The Dragon Tails are chunking up, and I was counting the fast moves there, so going for this Dragon Claw, and if the opponent wants to keep the Alolan Muk alive, they will shield, which they do, which is quite surprising because Alolan Muk does not have a lot of health remaining. And at this stage Alolan Muk is solo. I can just get rid of Dragonite and farm down with the Trevenant, and in comes their Escavalier, and we can survive one Mega Horn, so that's why I do not shield the first charge move, and they end up going for Acid Spray, and this basically is game over because there is a good chance that they are running Acid Spray and Drill Run, and Trevenant resists both of those charge moves. If it was Mega Horn, I think the game still would have been closer, but Trevenant would have been able to pull this one off, especially with one shield, because Mega Horn does not KO and counters are double resisted. So we go for this Shadow Ball, able to knock out the not Drillbur but Escavalier, and able to Shadow Claw down the Alolan Muk. So yeah, that's it for this particular video, guys, and this is basically the only set that I recorded. And if you want to see more Trevenant and Nidoqueen core battles, then make sure to join the Twitch stream tonight. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, peace.